This is the U.S. Bank Cougar Coaches Show on the Washington State Sports Network from Learfield. U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank. Member FDIC. Tonight's show is also brought to you by Zappos, the home for the Cougar Coaches Show, where the Palouse comes to play and eat. Here's the voice of the Cougs, Matt Chazanow.
Great to be with you here at Zeppo's Talking Ball with Coach Smith. It is that time of the week, and we've got ourselves a bit of a lull in the schedule, if you will. It's obviously a huge week. You got the big rivalry game coming up on Saturday, but you have one game in the next week and a half because of the way the schedule lays out with one game this week. Actually, kind of nice.
We need it.
Yeah, I was going to say almost overdue to the way the year has gone. How are guys feeling? How's practice been?
Yeah, we're close. We still got some nicks, like normal. You're going to have nicks and some guys with some little hamstring and nags and stuff, but it looks like, as far as physically healthy, we're in much better shape, almost complete.
Well, that warms the heart.
Yeah.
I couldn't say that this
past
week in L.A.
No, that
I haven't
was
said
tough.
that all year, really.
We were a little short-handed down there. Played pretty well, I thought, on Thursday. Gave ourselves a chance, and then Saturday was hard to get to the finish line.
Yeah.
They were pretty good.
Yeah, they played well. Real quick recap in Galen.
Okay.
10 points was the final, but that does not tell the story of that game. That was a game that was far tighter than 10 points. In fact, it was a single possession game with just about 90 seconds, 2 minutes left.
I think it was a 3-point game with, Peterson
with 60. Yeah, it was 60 seconds.
Yeah.
And then hit
tough shot. Let's see, it was a one. Bomba hit the 3 to cut it to 1. They call a foul on Carlos. He goes to 3. We get a good possession. They block Justin's layup. We get the offensive rebound. They do a great job. We kick it out. Justin turns it down. Then Bamba pump fakes Achukwu. Takes a dribble like this, and Achukwu makes an unbelievable play where he literally jumped at the first one and then came by with his left hand and blocked it. And then they wound it down, and Peterson hit that 3, and that was a little tough. We turned over after that, but that was a bit of a backbreaker. The Peterson over Mo to take it 3-6. That was a tough one to overcome.
Credit to him. Tip of the cap. He got the ball in the backcourt. He never passed it.
No,
he walked it over the timeline in about 8 seconds. Stood there.
Dribbled
to the base.
He tried it 2 times. Tried to get by Mo. Couldn't do
it. Backed up. Took a fadeaway 3 with 3 seconds left and drilled it.
That was tough way to. Because we were really good offensively and played really well there, and we kind of know they're good individual one-on-one scoring team. And Boogie hit 3 bombs, and
deep. One of them was really deep,
and hit one over. And then Peterson made a lot of plays, and it's like that's kind of what our defense is: try to get it at 2's overhand. He hit a 3 overhand, but that's kind of what we're designed to do. And sometimes you got to tip your cap when they make some shots. But I felt we still weren't our best defensively, but played with enough purpose. And then, if we were down 1 with 2 minutes ago or whatever, you'll take that normally on the road against a really good team. Got to make plays. That's what this team's got to learn. We've had a lot of games we've played 36 minutes pretty darn well and then haven't been able to make enough down the stretch. But hopefully that comes with experience and age.
Mo is as good as anybody could be. He was incredible.
Yeah, no, that was definitely probably his best game as a Coug. And came out from the get-go. Someone turned to me, he's got a first 11 or so. I said, he does?
Yeah, he scored the first 11.
I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And he was great.
I said he was pacing for 88.
That was good.
Yeah,
no, he was, he can do that. It's just about becoming more consistent, doing it every night, and having the strength to come back on the road and do it twice. And there's a lot on his plate right now when we're shorthanded.
He's had some big ones this year. That 17-point first half against the Ducks.
Yep.
18 and 18 against the Bruins. 30 and was it 15 or 30 and 14, something like that?
31 even.
31 and 14, I think.
24 and 14
against 24-14
against Arizona.
Arizona. That's big. Like
no. He's coming on.
Really, really good. Gets away from you late. You didn't have Rodman. Eggs and I were kind of thinking at some point that extra score guy who was leading you in scoring at that time when you're playing those teams earlier. Was playing really his best ball of his career.
Yep.
He was down with illness and was not on the trip. And
bummer for him too. It's L.A.
It's L.A. Yeah, for a personal reason. It was another moment where you had a glaring conspicuous personnel omission.
I usually don't let you go there, but you can go there this week. That was tough.
And now I've kind of learned also, quite honestly, I don't want to do it right after the game, right? I know you that's not something that you prefer.
Yeah.
That's okay. I get that. That's fine.
Yeah.
But
when I'm not listening, you can go all.
Yeah.
When I'm not co-signing on it, you can go ahead and tell everyone we're shorthanded.
Quite a bit of post-game sometimes, to be honest. You walk away, we take a break, we come back, I talk to Elo. I'm like, well, it would have been really nice to have the half of our team.
Yeah, I know.
The team tonight.
Well, what was really tough, and you just can't let yourself go there mentally, is like Rodman did such a good job on Jaquez and Peterson.
We were talking about for the defense. It's
just one more body, too, and he did a great job on Jaquez and Peterson in those at home, so he's valuable. And just 5 more fouls. It's an older physical body, and he had a lot of success. So that was just cut us thin there.
You go to Paulie, and we're going to do just a quick, surface level deal. Tell me if I'm wrong here.
Probably are, but go ahead.
Okay, maybe. Yeah, maybe so. It happens. It happened once a couple of years ago.
Easy.
UCLA I thought UCLA looked really, really good at home, especially with the way Mick Cronin wants them to defend using the half-court line as the over and back line out of bounds. They pressure you all the way out there.
Yeah, they did play well. They use their depth. And to be honest, we had some moments there. We got, we were in that. It was going to
cut it to 7 in the second half.
7 with the ball in transition with about that's a lot of time, 14 minutes ago or something like that. And
hit a layup.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a layup, but it was a transition. And I told Justin today at practice, I said, you are now allowed to shoot a mid-range pull-up on transition.
There you go.
Because I said that layup had no chance of going in.
Yeah.
And we took a shot. It kind of put Drame in a bad spot because, he came down, he was sick, hadn't really practiced, and we were guarding well. We kind of turned him over and we got transition, and it would cut it to 7. He was in on that possession, so it was like we had transition with him in there. I'm like, maybe he'll get this thing. He'll get a steal, a block, do his thing. He was not prepared, and it went 7-12, and we didn't have much. We just didn't have enough to they were good. They could do that. They put a big run. That's just bottom line. They could make a run, and then it's like it was too overwhelming for us.
Kind of bow constrict you they
can make a run early, late. We got off to a good start, both halves. I felt like this when we went to our depth just wasn't there, and we didn't have enough to sustain it. But
0 bench points.
Yeah, I guess you'd say our. I guess our bench wasn't. It was a little harder to the bench. You didn't get a point off the bench, we didn't. Our starters weren't quite strong enough for ready to take on their 9 guys they throw at you.
Bona was really good.
He is really good.
Bona was really good.
It was. I actually was watching film, and I texted the Cavaliers, and I said, "Hey, rapidly emerging talent."
It's pretty funny
at Mbona. It's just you can see him coming. I was like, "This guy's getting good." And then I looked at the box score. I think I told you after the game. I said that was the loudest 9 points, 3 rebounds, 3 blocks I've ever seen.
I think he had 3 blocks and 2 steals, and it felt like
a 20-12, 7-7.
It's funny you say that because inversely, Jaquez was
a quiet. It was a quiet 24
and 15. Yeah, it was like Bona had more impact, and Jaquez scored all the points.
They both obviously, but Bona was so impressive, altering shots and showing on ball screens. You just couldn't get away from him. And obviously I've seen him play a lot because he played with Mo in high school. And he's kind of, unfortunately, he's a fun player to watch. And in high school, he's just so active. He's got such a big motor, and he's getting better. And that's good for him and tough for the rest of the league.
Quality high school front court.
Biddle. Throw Biddle in there too. That was their 3 bigs: Bona, Biddle, and Mo.
That'll work.
Yeah,
that's pretty.
There might have been another one in there too. Trey White was not there, but he played there too.
He was good against in Galen. You know who else played really well? Carlos in Galen.
Yes,
Carlos Rosario had to step up and did so.
He was awesome. He gave us a chance to win that game. Was really good defensively. Crashed, was on the glass, hit a big 3, and good to see. I feel confident when I put Carlos in there. He knows how to play. He's just still, after 2 years of not playing, it's tough. But he's got good length, good feel, great attitude, good teammate.
Great personality.
Yes.
Carlos is funny. He's really
funny.
He's really
dry,
funny.
Dry.
Yes.
You didn't know the Dominicans had the dry sense of humor.
It took me a season before because he's so quiet, and then you realize, wait, that was a joke. That was really funny. Yeah.
No. He's a jokester, prankster.
Yes.
He's really quiet, lays low. He's great.
What's the measurement on his wingspan?
It got to be 7 feet.
Has to be. He's 6'7", but he's longer than that.
No, I just know the guys shoot balls into his hands when he walls up.
Yeah.
Him and Kamani, when they go like this, are super long.
Yeah. Kamani.
And then there's Jack and Justin.
not as long arm.
Yeah.
Kamani has to be all-pack freshman team level player this year.
I think so.
I would think he's been just fabulous.
Underrated,
under-discussed in that freshman discussion. Is he freshman of the year? Probably not. Is he an important?
There's not many freshmen play in this league.
Right.
Period.
Right.
We went through it today a little bit. There's Trey White's playing with Bona. Both those guys. Any more down there? I think that's
Bailey, but he's been out for a good bit for UCLA. Amari Bailey.
Oh yeah. Bailey's good. He's good. Yeah, he is good.
But he missed some time. It's just hard to know how.
No. I'd say he's good. But Menafield, we'll see a good
TBD.
one.
Yep. Right.
Yeah. He's had some year. They're playing. And Corn Johnson hadn't been playing as much, but Menafield I think had 21 in one of those games this week.
He's had some big numbers.
Yeah, he can.
Quick.
Only reason I mentioned, some reason we got the UCLA Washington game on there in the background.
It's a replay,
So I'm watching Menafield. I'm getting a good scout.
Getting a scout right now.
Double duty.
Yeah.
Double duty.
This show is actually an active live scout.
It's a live scout. I got it on my computer, but I don't need to watch it when I go home.
No, we can break it all down now.
No, he's in there. Come on, he's done a really good job.
Let's do this. Let's take a break. We'll live scout the Huskies next.
Okay.
We're live,
I got a little break.
live here at Zeppos. We'll get questions from folks on Twitter. Maybe we'll get some write-ins from folks here at Zeppos if we can get the paperwork, get the bureaucracy taken care of. But Cougs taking on the Huskies, Saturday game. So it's no Thursday game this week, just a Saturday game. As by the way, love the Minshew jersey here, the Eagles Super Bowl preview Minshew jersey.
Oh, that's
phenomenal,
spectacular.
Yeah, isn't that great?
He's got to be ready.
He has to be.
He has to be ready. He might have to. I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, I tell you, wouldn't the least surprising thing be Gardner Minshew winning the Super Bowl for the Eagles?
Just check it fourth quarter.
Be the least surprising thing.
Yeah, fourth quarter makes a comeback drive.
Yeah, needs to come out. And Minshew comes in and does the job.
No question.
No surprise to anybody on the Palouse. All right, we'll take a break. Come back. We're live here at Zeppos Talking Ball with Coach Smith.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain Cold Refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
There's always time for the drive-thru deal. Because no matter how fast you are at making breakfast, McDonald's is faster.
Nothing fits your morning routine like your favorite breakfast. From a sausage McMuffin to a sausage burrito to those crisp, flaky, fluffy hash browns. Mix and match them every day with buy one, get one for $1. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
You're listening to Cougar Basketball on the Washington State Sports Network from Learfield. This is Cougar Basketball.
Pulls the trigger on a three and connects. Pell, top of the arc. Three, top of the arc. That's no good. Yay! Put back, skying in the desert.
Tune in all season long as Kyle Smith and the Cougs look to make more noise in the Pac-12.
Yaki catch, fire three. Got it. Bubba drives in for the lead. He got it. In the lane, Cougs up one.
It's only on your home for Cougar Basketball, the Washington State Sports Network from Learfield.
Personal foul, offense, number 35. Oh, come on. It's not like I grabbed the guy's face mask. And your team is still covering the spread. Sounds like someone should have taken the points.
Make all of your bets on the big game at Turf Club Sportsbook with real sports wagering, wall-to-wall HD TVs, and luxury seating in the heart of the action at Northern Quest. Turf Club Sportsbook, the ultimate game changer.
This is the U.S. Bank Cougar Coaches Show on the Washington State Sports Network from Learfield. U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step.
Back at it live here at Zeppo's. We're talking ball as we get set for the Huskies on Saturday after the L.A. trip. And what was a brutal stretch here, the Arizona schools and then the UCLA-USC trip. Earn your bragging rights at Northern Quest with more slot machines, table games, restaurants, lounges, and luxury hotel rooms than anyone else in the region. Northern Quest, yes, the best. More at northernquest.com. We're live here at Zeppo's talking ball. We've got some questions for you on the old Twitter machine here.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's roll through these. Jennifer Delzer always listens, wants to know.
Consistent.
She's great. Great. What do the numbers, analytics, say about any of the Cougar players that might surprise fans, or have any players analytically surprised you when you saw them?
Yeah, I would. Well, if you just went, our best guys, the needle moves the right way when Rodman, Andre, Justin, and Mo are probably or whatever, that combination or those four guys have had the biggest variance.
Interesting.
Yeah, and not sure why. You never know. Like, I know Bamba, it's hard to guard without him on the floor, and he's kind of just in the middle of the pack there. Maybe because he plays so many minutes. It's hard if you play a lot of minutes. But when Mo's out of the game, we're not as good. Shocker.
Yeah.
But and then I'll get another little tidbit for the analytics out there. Is
Please.
like when Adrame's in the game and it's a short sample size, we're defending like number one in the country, our defense.
Really? Like number one in America. With
like what I'm saying is like what Tennessee, our points per possession.
Wow.
Now
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Now
like that high.
Yeah. Now the inverse.
The offense gets a little.
It's a push.
Yeah.
It's a push.
Yeah.
So we have that, but it's not his fault. But
sure.
And it's a small sample size. But he's had some moments where we've really been good defensively, and that's probably trying to. He hasn't been healthy, but he was coming on, helping us in a big way.
Yeah, and he was on the trip, second half of the trip.
Yeah,
he'll be back
down there Friday. No doubt.
Yeah, that's great. Corey wants to know. Oh, that's I don't know about that question. What do you think? We can skip that question if you want. What is the possibility of Gay staying one more year? I love.
You know what?
I like the question, but I don't know what.
No, I've talked to him a little bit. It's really he's in a good position where he went what he did last year. He got his feedback, and he had to get measured and played in those camps. And I think what he's done, he doesn't need to do that again. He doesn't need to. He's got a pretty solid resume, and I think you can get feedback from him now. Whether is he going to get a promise to get a pick at whatever number it is, and if he gets the right organization and says, little what happened with CJ Ellaby, he was coming back up till a week before, and Portland said, we'll take him with the 46th pick.
Is that right?
And it was guaranteed money. And it was, $2.6 million over 2 years, and
yeah,
he should probably do that with it. That's a good move, or you're risking trying to do that. So I think Mo will be in a little better position, but you never know. Like, he's not that high. That's like I think they're silly because actually he's not on the mock drafts, but I can see it. But I just go back. He's only played with officials for 4 years.
It's amazing.
But it would be, I think it's his best interest actually to come back to be the best player he can be. But that doesn't necessarily mean that's the best decision for him.
The business doesn't necessarily work that way.
I don't think you just don't risk it if it's guaranteed. If especially if you're a first-round pick. If you're late in that first round, you're going to a good organization. I don't know. But I just think I have a very high opinion of him, too.
Yeah, no doubt.
He's pretty special. But there's a chance he comes back. I think it's about 50-50. But if he doesn't get the right feedback, and he's told me that this is where he wants to play, he doesn't want to go to any other college. But, that's awesome. If he does. So he's I'll hold him to it.
Sure. Yeah.
Because there'll be other people that it's a dog eat dog out there. But,
sure.
But that's a fair question. I think that's more what we're trying to keep it as the college experience as much as we can. That's what we're trying to do here. But at the same time, not naive to the fact that we're lucky to have a guy like that I think he's going to play for a long time, and I think he'll be a good NBA player.
How has that conversation changed just over the last 5 years with players?
Well, it's my fourth year here, so I didn't have to worry about it as much as San Francisco, even though we had some guys, but it was more like trying to get them the summer league job, like Frankie Ferrari, who's a really good European player, top level. So I've been pretty, it's part of our deal, really transparent. I just rather know the information, where their head's at, what they're thinking, and try to guide and make the best decision. Like I said, I have no regrets on, what CJ did. That was, hopefully he's managed his money. I think he has. And, he's not in the NBA right now, but he's moving on. The one that, I wish Isaac would have used this COVID year. And we sat down. There was a moment there, and that was like a really hard decision for him. I just thought you just don't want to give up a year of college basketball unless it's for the NBA. And with NIL too, there's opportunities to that stuff. So I guess and they're just more frequent, and you just got to have a little more pulse on it. And I'd rather talk just about our team stuff, but want to retain these guys and make sure we have the best chance, and or no, if they're ready to move on, we got to ready to replace.
You have a lot of NBA friends, frankly.
I do.
Not just connections, like close friends.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I can give them, I can show them, I know I can pick up the phone and call the president of the Cleveland Cavaliers. I can tell you where they're. I can tell the Clippers. I can do the Spurs, and it's like it's hard. This is where they think of you, and I can get pretty accurate information, but it's delicate. These guys. Because you want these guys, they have these dreams, they have this. And it's kind of this mindset that I'm going for it, and kind of have to. It's not. I have self-interest to keep them, and parents to keep them here. Obviously, I would love to have them here, but also the same time, I want them to do what's right. But they're people in their circle want to. Sometimes they're misinformed, and it's a tricky.
It's also a good thing that you're a program that sends C.J. Elleby to the NBA.
Absolutely. Yeah. That'll get more. Now, I don't know how the NIL and everything's going to impact that, and it's we might have to reset how we, like I said, we'd like to do with high school guys as best we can, and try to build them and grow them and create some loyalty in the program, do a good job with them, but it's different. Justin's done. Powell and Jabe have done really well on transferring, and that group of recruits is good too, because they can't leave. They can't make another. They can't transfer. Although Justin's on his third school.
Right.
Our goal is to get him here. Same coach back-to-back years.
Yeah.
Let's see how he does.
I feel good about it.
No, I do too.
I feel good about it. Yeah. He's been great.
No, he's really
good player.
He's doing better.
Yeah.
He's just getting better. I don't know if everyone knows. Just defensively, all the way around. I think his confidence is growing. Practice, he was really good today.
Third in minutes per game in the league, I think. Too.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, he's
third. Yeah,
it's hard. We need to keep him on the floor. Yeah. Like I said, he's one of our big plus minus. Doesn't go well when he's not out there, so he's doing some good things.
We've got a question here from Finn. This is a bit of the elephant in the room here for this Husky game. Did you talk to Noah or give him any advice before he transferred? As always, #GoCougar.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, is one of our most mature relationships. Our relationship was more mature conversation when Noah came in, and he kind of accepted the responsibilities on a lot of things and thought he needed to change, and I didn't disagree. I said it just unfortunate. You want that story to go well. I mean, his dad played here. He was a really good player, and just he'd hurt some relationships in the locker room, to be honest, and he admitted he did. And I said that's healthy. I said no, that's good and he felt like he needed
healthy that he admitted it.
Yeah, no, it's and he's a bit of an enigma. I still love the guy. He's very charming. And needs to do some growing up, and I feel a little bit of a failure that it didn't work all the way to get there. But at the same time, there's got to be a little bit of consequences for your actions too. A little bit that you have to. There has to be a chance that you fail, or else you can't just move everyone along.
Sure,
he had to do some, and I think it's been a pretty good change for him too.
Yeah, he had a leg injury to start the year.
Yeah.
He then was in the starting five for a little bit. I think he's since been out of the starting five. Playing time has been descending, I think.
Yeah, I don't know what. I think a little bit that injury set him back, and then some of those freshmen, they kind of grew a little bit. So that was going to be tricky, but, just those coaches said he's doing well, and I'm happy for him, want him to do well.
Cougs take on the Huskies this Saturday. Washington State University would like to thank Crimson and Gray for their continued support of Coug Athletics. Head to bookstore.com to get the latest in Coug apparel. That's BKSTR.com. Are you ready for trivia?
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. We'll take a break, come back. We'll go through trivia next, live here at Zeppos.
Spokane International Airport is a proud sponsor of Washington State University Athletics. The airport connects Cougar fans and alums with over 50 daily departures to 18 nonstop destinations provided by 6 major airlines, as well as one-stop connections to most major metropolitan centers throughout the U.S. Real-time arrival and flight departure information is available at SpokaneAirports.net. Spokane International Airport, when it's time to fly.
Another season of women's and men's college sports is underway. Follow your alma mater or favorite team in their pursuit of the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2023 to the winning institutions in all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Your home for Cougar basketball.
Deep three bucket. Rise and a crush.
The Washington State Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey, Coug fans! Can't decide what to do with your late-night weekends? Why not Cosmic Bowling? Every Friday and Saturday night from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. is Cosmic Bowling at Zeppo's. At a price designed with everyone in mind, we are your destination for music, disco lights, and of course, bowling. Can't join us on the weekends? Zeppo's is the place to be for all ages every day of the week. With bowling, food, and drink specials, we offer prices that won't break the budget. You can even reserve your lane in advance with online reservations at Zeppos.com. When looking for fun in Pullman, look no further than Zeppo's.
College sports fans now have access to hundreds of weekly podcasts that zero in on the college sports world. Now available in the Varsity Podcast Network and part of the new Varsity app. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite apps. Download the Varsity app today to have access to hundreds of national podcasts as well as your favorite team-focused podcasts. The Varsity Podcast Network, now available for free on the Varsity app. Download from the App Store and listen today.
This is the U.S. Bank Cougar Coaches Show.
Drives in and hammers a baseline rocket.
Live from Zeppo's with Cougar head coach Kyle Smith, here's the voice of the Cougs, Matt Chesanow.
Back at it live here at Zeppo's. We're talking ball with Coach Smith. It is Husky week. The Huskies on Saturday come here to Pullman. Boeing is proud to sponsor the annual Boeing Apple Cup Series, where millions of fans cheer for the many matchups between UW and WSU. We call Washington home, and we're shaping the future together. Luke, fire up the music, buddy. Let's get some. There we go. All right. High drama, high stakes, as always. So much on the line. Cougs have won 4 of their last 6 over the Huskies.
Okay.
That is the best stretch since when?
Well, I think they won 7 straight when Tony.
Ring it up. Bring it up. Very specific. Well done.
Baby, you went down the lane I got. Do you know who sits to my left at every game?
Yes, I think I do.
The gentleman associated coach Jim Shaw.
Yeah.
Guess who was on that Washington staff when they lost? I had to hear how they dominated. He's like, we've got 4 NBA players. We can't beat them.
Good. That's great. I love that. Yeah, that's right. That's fun. All right, music, Luke, please. Here we go. Cougs have 3 shooters in the top 10 in the pack this year in 3-point percentage. Do you know what the national record is all time for a season for 3-point percentage?
Individual?
Yeah.
That's Steve Kerr, I believe.
No, it's not. It's
not anymore?
It's really random. Just so you know, it's totally random. It's not pack. I'll give you that hint. It's just, and I was actually going.
For a single season?
Single season, the number is outrageous, and that's why I put it on here, just as a discussion topic.
Gosh, it was Kerr for a long time. I don't know who it is.
How about 56%?
Well, that was like Kerr was like that.
Micah Mason. I don't know Micah Mason personally, but in the 2013-2014 season, attempted about 4 threes a game, give or take. I think
is it Makai Mason or Micah?
It might be. I don't know him, so it could be Makai. I have it down as Micah.
Micah. No, I don't. Where's he?
I think it was Richmond. I think it was Richmond.
No, I don't think so.
I might be wrong.
I gotta see what's Kerr shot that one year. I don't trust you.
I wonder if it wasn't enough. I don't know. We'll have to check it. Are you going to check? You're going to Google it right now?
No, just keep going.
Okay,
I got a guy that just made the NBA, man. I got to get some text.
Who texted? What's going on here?
Sule Boom, who might be Big East Player of the Year this year.
Wow.
Who I couldn't quite coax into coming here for his – but whatever. Him and Sule Boom and Jamari Bouye both signed at University of San Francisco together.
Yeah. And
Jamari just got the call-up for the Miami Heat.
That's amazing.
For 10 days. So I get to put another NBA guy coached, recruited and coached. And then it's funny because they both came in the same year, and they're both one was 150 pounds, one was 160 pounds.
Incredible.
And then I just said, Sule hit me, whatever, and he's pretty excited. And I was like, you're next. He's having an unbelievable year.
Well, hang on a second. I got to pull back here. Kerr at 57%.
That's what I said. Thank you. Thank you.
So, yeah, you're
I knew it.
Yeah, you did.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I was still. I'm like, I just adamant about that.
We need to go back and check.
Well, hey, man.
No,
hey, man. If you can't get that right, like,
yeah.
I didn't even back off that. I didn't even
I'm baffled.
He made up a guy. Mike Mason.
That's a real
Richmond. I know the Richmond coach. I know the Richmond program. He made
one up.
Way
back. Yeah, well,
he made one up. 13, 14.
Yeah.
The guy's been there 18 years. There was no Micah Mason. You're making up stuff.
Maybe it wasn't Richmond. Yeah,
that's what he has to do to stump me. To stump me, he has to make stuff up.
Maybe so. Luke, what you got in my ear, Luke? You said Duquesne. He's a Duquesne Duke. Sorry, not
second best ever, evidently.
Apparently, yeah. I love it.
It might be with a new line.
That's
actually.
funny. Maybe. Is that? Oh, you think was that what it was?
No, I don't. But I think Steve Kerr holds the record.
They didn't
still.
change. They didn't change. They changed the line, but they didn't take the record. They didn't wipe the records.
I don't think
clean.
so.
No.
I mean, Kerr was shooting little 19-footers, 57%.
It's incredible.
Yeah,
it is incredible. All right, here we go. Fire the music up. Faulty question. So, coach is 2 for 2.
All right.
Dr. James Naismith.
Know him.
Credited for creating the sport of basketball.
Yep. Canadian.
What college did he go to?
There's one or two that come to mind.
You're probably right. Well, it's coin flip, I guess.
Well, he's from Canada.
Right.
He didn't go to school in Canada. Did he? McGill.
Correct.
Yes.
That is correct.
Never a doubt.
That is correct. Yep, he's in the Ontario. He's from Ontario in the Canadian Sports Hall of Fame and all the Canadian Hall of Fames. Yeah, that's great.
Tremendous.
Isn't that great? That's a fun little nugget. Okay, two. We'll go one Super Bowl and then one totally random.
Good. Yeah,
Super Bowl's coming up. There are four teams that have never appeared in the big game. So the rest of the league has. Can you name two of the four?
That have never been.
There are four teams that have never played
the current teams, because I'm a Houston Oilers fan, so I can.
No, not the. Well, no, but
the Texans are.
Yeah,
one.
that's correct. So Texans are one.
I should be able to get this.
Yeah.
My gosh, dang!
You're halfway there.
I gotta get four.
You can just name one more. We'll give it to you.
Wait, I'm running through the divisions. They've never been in the game.
I'll put it this way. Also, like two of them are like
Lions.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
that's
bring
two.
them up. That's
Hold
correct.
on.
Yep. Can you get all four?
Well, I want to get all four.
Can you get all four? Yeah.
Wait, all four. Well, this iteration of the Cleveland Browns.
That's right. That is correct.
Did I get that?
Yep.
No, it's a trick question.
Yep, that's correct. And then the other one's a little more obscure, but not really.
They are in the NFL currently?
Yeah.
Well, I got a 1 in 32 chance of getting this.
Yeah, but the Packers have been, the Patriots have been, the Giants have been, the Niners.
You count the AFL? Like
it's more contemporary. Like it's more.
Oh, one of those expansion teams. Mm-hmm. One of them's been in, one hasn't.
Yeah.
Jacksonville.
That's correct.
Right.
Yep, got all four. That is correct. That is absolutely correct.
I was about to go at your Jets.
No, I guess it was Namath. It was Namath.
That's what I'm saying. That's the AFL, NFL. Was that the Super Bowl?
I think it was like the second. Was it the? I don't even know. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure if it was the
right
Super Bowl.
around that era.
I don't think it was a Super Bowl yet.
I'm not sure. That's a good question. I have to check that.
Huge upset.
This is totally random, and based on my research prior, for all I know, could be wrong. So who knows? So how's that for a lead up to a question? In what country was the archaeological record for the earliest known cheese discovered? Which made me think of Cougar Gold, so I rolled with it.
Did you say continent or country?
Country. And I'll say this also. I was very surprised. So it's not like,
Well, I would think that
earliest
I'm going to go like this. Well, the only thing I'd go is hang with me. Okay. My first thought is Wisconsin, but they're most of them migrated from Germany.
Okay. Yeah,
or Poland.
Okay.
But I think more Germans. But I don't think It's Polish.
Yeah, that's correct. That's amazing. That is really impressive.
Don't mess with
That's really impressive. What
I really just thought of Wisconsin cheese. That's the cheeseheads.
That's amazing.
And I'm like, well, they're not going to say it's not going to be U.S.
I'm
but
very
they're
impressed.
And they have their. And I got a little Polish
Very impressed.
Italian blood. Don't let the Smith.
I love it.
Smith thing fool you.
It's very impressive. It's 5 for 5 and drilled it. All right. Hey, Coug basketball fans, head to McDonald's every game day for free medium fries exclusively on the app. Conveniently order ahead, earn points with every purchase. See app for details. Very impressive. Got to go to break, but
did Robo leave?
That's partly why he did.
Oh,
it
he probably went to. He's Polish.
I know. That's also and speaks it. Yeah,
he's literally born there
from Poland. So that's partly what I was thinking. Also,
it's just bummed out he wasn't here. He would have been doing backflips.
I know. Well, his jacket's still.
I think
here,
he's with his son.
We'll get him back.
The arcade, I'm sure.
All right, we'll take a break. Come back. Talk ball here live with Coach Smith at Zeppo's next.
Running a business is a lot of work. Luckily, I've got a great partner.
Oh, I think you.
I meant U.S. Bank.
I knew that.
U.S. Bank Business Essentials is a huge help to us.
Totally. Their comprehensive point-of-sale system does it all. Tracks inventory, manages schedules, customizes orders.
Plus all the regular banking stuff.
If only it could make coffee.
Nah, that's your job.
From point of sale to quick loans, we have many ways to make your business boom. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender member FDIC.
When you pull up in a brand new GMC Sierra Denali Unlimited, neighbors are going to notice. Even that weirdo down the street. You know who you are, Gary. It's the Spring Into a Sierra giveaway, now through March 30th at Northern Quest. Play daily with your Camas Rewards card, and you can have an $85,000 truck in your driveway come spring. The Spring Into a Sierra giveaway. Details at northernquest.com.
This is Cougar basketball from Learfield.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain Cold Refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Another season of women's and men's college sports is underway. Follow your alma mater or favorite team in their pursuit of the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2023 to the winning institutions in all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
This is the U.S. Bank Cougar Coaches Show on the Washington State Sports Network from Learfield.
Floats up to three, got it. Drives in, dunks it down, an exclamation point.
With Coach Smith, here's Matt Chazanow.
Back at it live here, we're talking ball. It is rivalry week. It's the Cougs against the Huskies. When you play your rival, you only have one game, and you do that twice now over the final stretch of the year. Really big picture, you've got 6 games left. You have 2 weeks where you only play one game. So you've got a little more wiggle room right now and then right before the Pac tourney. It's actually kind of a nice way to end the year in some way, just in terms of how rugged the year can be, wear and tear, right? You got your final 6 games, play all your Pacific Northwest rivals, boom, boom, boom,
yep.
Right? Play the Huskies, and then you got the Ducks and the Beavers. And then actually your last 3 games are on the road. I don't know if that's good or bad, but play your last 3 games all on the road. Back to back.
No, it's one at a time, man. Let's see what we can do. And feel like we looked at it, John Everly, it's the 4th or 5th hardest schedule in the country.
5th right now in Ken Palm. Yeah,
but also number 1 in the Pac-12. Like, we had the hardest schedule as part of the Pac-12. So it's like, jeez.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean it gets easier, but that's been a tough stretch. So
I got to ask, was that the plan? Do you want to have a top 5 schedule difficulty?
No. Never again. It was no. I didn't. You know what like I said, I think I told you, it's like we knew, healthy. I felt we had a good team. We said, we wanted to take on some challenges and try to elevate the profile of our program. And I knew it wouldn't affect our net. Like, our net's still pretty good. If we picked up a couple more wins, we'd be – if we're 13-12 right now, we're top 40 team, and we need to, down the stretch, and when you're hovering, playing around, you don't want to be playing around with 500 or whatever. We didn't have enough home games in our non-conference really, and we played really well at home. So it was trying with the injuries and that stuff, but you need a few more breaks in the schedule, I'd imagine.
When was the game this year? Was it Baylor? Was it UNLV? Maybe even earlier. Maybe it was right away. Maybe it was right away against Boise, like right off the tip where you go, this is going to be really, really hard, but we're pretty darn good. We're going to compete in all these games. When did you get a sense of your identity, I guess?
No, I thought I went maybe not till it just was. We didn't able to get it because Andre goes. I felt good when our two scrimmages. We played really well, and it was like we're kind of a new team. And then Andre turf toe. Then Rodman gets sick in the Boise game and doesn't play at Prairie View. It's just and then Jabe goes down, and it's like so we've just been piecing it together and haven't been able to quite do that. But I felt obviously we played well at Arizona. that helped. You know what? Even coming out of, I knew we put them in a bad spot in that Christmas. When Baylor went Christmas, and then we came out of that when we played really well against UCLA and USC. And we've been there. We've been competitive. We've just got to keep punching away.
Yeah, I mean, you can count Utah, UCLA,
no, I just
Baylor.
And I've had thus far. Hopefully, keep going. But I just remember I was looking at it today. Like I had a team, and it reminds me of the team at Columbia that tough. They're young, similar to that deal, but we led in like 70% of the minutes, and weren't strong enough, old enough to close those games out. And then the next couple of years we were pretty good. So hopefully we have something the same way.
Love it.
Yeah, no, we're not bad.
No.
It's a tough schedule.
It's been the fifth hardest schedule in America.
Yeah.
And you're banged up.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. Let's do this. Let's take a little earlier break now so we can have a little longer time to scout the Huskies. Let's do that. We'll take a break.
Do your deal.
Let's take a break. Come back. We're live here at Zeppo's. We'll talk ball about Saturday. The Huskies coming up.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
You're listening to Cougar Basketball.
Two-handed skyscraper jam. Shot is up and in, and the foul.
On the Washington State Sports Network from Learfield.
Another season of women's and men's college sports is underway. Follow your alma mater or favorite team in their pursuit of the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2023 to the winning institutions in all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Spokane International Airport is a proud sponsor of Washington State University Athletics. The airport connects Cougar fans and alums with over 50 daily departures to 18 nonstop destinations provided by 6 major airlines, as well as one-stop connections to most major metropolitan centers throughout the U.S. Real-time arrival and flight departure information is available at SpokaneAirports.net. Spokane International Airport, when it's time to fly.
Welcome back to the show. Time now to look ahead at this week's game with the Coors Light Opponent Preview. Coors Light, mountain cold refreshment made to chill.
Back at it live here, talking ball with Coach Smith as the Cougs take on the Washington Huskies. And it is the first of two meetings. There have been some years where the Cougs have started league play out with the Huskies.
Okay.
There have been some years where it's really, really early. Now you play both of them.
Pretty late. It's weird. It was a weird schedule.
Both games late. Yeah. I don't have a strong
like
opinion
Duke, Carolina.
Yeah, sure.
They do that.
Yeah. So they just played their first one as well. Huskies are 13-12. They are 5-9 in the league. They, of course, we talked to Noah Williams already, but Keon Brooks is a Kentucky transfer who plays a ton of minutes, and he's their leading scorer by far at 18 points a game. And he's a really good ball player.
No question. Kind of that combo forward that's long, pretty skilled, can score from a lot of different ways, make threes, put on the floor, mid-range, kind of Carmelo light, doing the Syracuse kind of deal. But it'll be a tough matchup for us, and I'm not sure what. Probably DJ gets him early, and we can put Mo on him some. And they'll play him at the 5 some when they go small.
How big is he? 6'7", 6'8"?
Long, 6'7", 6'8" guy. Yeah. He's big. He's kind of long, really long.
Yeah. Fits the zone really well, I would think.
No, they got good. Yeah, they're good there.
Cole Badgema is another one. Recently suspended for pulling a Dylan Brooks. Now here's why I say Dylan Brooks, not because of what he did in the NBA. Coug fans may remember Dylan Brooks for getting ejected for kicking Josh Hawkinson in the groin. And it happened directly in front of me. And I remember thinking unmistakably live on the air, wow, that absolutely he meant to do that. He got run and did something not like that, but in the NBA recently, Dylan Brooks was involved in something.
I think
or maybe it was something similar, actually. Anyway, Cole Badgema got suspended for a game for something similar just this past week. But he averages about 10 points a game for him, 9, 10 points.
Yeah, no, he's kind of been their one glue guy that stayed in the lineup no matter what, and I think he gives them the perimeter shooting 6'6", improved a lot. I think he shoots 40 from 3. And he's another big guard. He can play the 2 and the 3 and it's good in their zone. And, a guy that I recruited San Francisco a little bit. And then when he left Michigan, we looked at him here, and I think I was on the golf course, and I told you I think we were getting him.
We were talking.
It didn't work out.
No, you said you talked to him at the time. I remember the conversation.
And up until this year, it was a win for us. But now he's gotten good. It took a while. He's good.
He's an in-state kid, right?
Oh,
That's part of the
it's
deal
like
there,
Jabe, same kind of deal. Like you want those guys. But his sister played volleyball at Washington, so they're kind of a purple and gold family.
Got it. Keon Menefield, you alluded to him earlier. He's one of the top freshmen in the league, and I've heard from others very, very quick.
Wow, you'll be shocked. Yeah. You can watch it up there. He's really light on his feet, not that big, but just
Dylan Andrews, of UCLA.
Yeah, but not strong. Dylan Andrews kind of big, but even really shifty.
Yeah,
you'll see him split a ball screen, separate quick. Like Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, wow.
Wow. He's really quick and can shoot. He just, hopefully, a little bit of it's out of his demise. I mean, he's his own worst enemy at times, and it'll be hard to catch him.
Tell me about Braxton Mia. He's the league's leader in field goal percentage.
He is impressive physical athlete. He's tremendous lob threat. Like Adrame is for us a little bit. He's even, he's older, more mature, but he's 7 foot, 245, 250. And
Fresno State transfer, I believe. Yeah.
He was playing behind a pro at Fresno, Orlando Robinson. So he didn't even have much of numbers. And the assistant, Quincy Pondexter, who played at Washington, has a really tight relationship with him and his family when he left. And I like to give John a hard time, but John's like, oh, that's not, I saw him out of high school. I did. And he's like, well, his numbers don't indicate, he hasn't done anything. And I was like, I don't know. I think he's all right. He's way better
he's
than
good.
Oh, he's good.
Yeah.
He's really explosive athlete that can really just don't let it gets it around the rim. He just dunks it.
Yeah.
He's a man.
Yeah. I think, what is he shooting this year?
70%.
Yeah. 70%.
Yeah.
He's 7 of 10 shots he makes.
He dunks. There's most of them are dunks. Let me assure you, they're mostly dunks.
82 of 117.
Yeah. He's a guy that get 4 or 5 dunks in a game.
Amazing.
He's very impressive.
I think we need to take one more break. Let's do it, and then we'll keep talking Huskies next. We'll take a break. We're live here at Zeppo's Talking Ball.
Hey, Kook fans! Can't decide what to do with your late-night weekends? Why not Cosmic Bowling? Every Friday and Saturday night from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. is Cosmic Bowling at Zeppo's. At a price designed with everyone in mind, we are your destination for music, disco lights, and of course, bowling. Can't join us on the weekends? Zeppo's is the place to be for all ages every day of the week. With bowling, food, and drink specials, we offer prices that won't break the budget. You can even reserve your lane in advance with online reservations at Zeppos.com. When looking for fun in Pullman, look no further than Zeppo's.
Spokane International Airport is a proud sponsor of Washington State University Athletics. The airport connects Cougar fans and alums with over 50 daily departures to 18 nonstop destinations provided by 6 major airlines, as well as one-stop connections to most major metropolitan centers throughout the U.S. Real-time arrival and flight departure information is available at SpokaneAirports.net. Spokane International Airport, when it's time to fly.
This is the Washington State Sports Network from Learfield. This is Cougar basketball.
Pulls the trigger on a three and connects. Pell, top of the arc. Three, top of the arc. That's no good. Gay, put back, skying in the desert.
Tune in all season long as Kyle Smith and the Cougs look to make more noise in the Pac-12.
Yaki catch fire three. Got it. Bubba drives in for the lead. He got it. In the lane, Cougs up one.
It's only on your home for Cougar basketball. The Washington State Sports Network from Learfield.
There's always time for the drive-thru deal. Because no matter how fast you are at making breakfast, McDonald's is faster.
Nothing fits your morning routine like your favorite breakfast. From a sausage McMuffin to a sausage burrito to those crisp, flaky, fluffy hash browns. Mix and match them every day with buy one, get one for $1. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Have a question for Coach Smith? Send a tweet with your thoughts to Matt Chazanow using the handle @M_Chaz. That's M_CHAZ. Now, back to Zeppos.
Back at it live here. We're talking ball with Coach Smith. We've got ourselves the Cougs and the Huskies. Our director of recruiting, Derek Robel, walks in. He did miss our Polish cheese question earlier. I brought that question up really for him.
I drilled it.
And
you weren't even here to celebrate it.
Coach Smith wound his way backward to Poland from Wisconsin to determine cheese, which is just so impressive.
Yeah.
And,
so who knew, though? I didn't even know we had cheese.
Yeah. There you go. I need to give 2 shout-outs as well. Right. Matt Graff. Mac does a fantastic job. He's in the back. He's got 2 hands in the air. He's big time. And Bo Orth, my boss, who couldn't be here today, we wish he's feeling better. He's not feeling quite right.
Okay, I understand.
But, yeah, he'll be back. He'll be on them, and those 2 guys do everything for us. They do a really, really good job. I know they really want the Cougs to get this win on Saturday. Easier said than done, as always. And we did not intentionally overlook Fuller and Bay, 2 really productive veteran players. We're just kind of rolling through on the scout here for Cougs and the Huskies. And, of course, you got the zone. You kind of know what's coming in that regard, and you've got to play a –
Yeah, now they've tweaked it around, but they got a good – you know what? Their personnel's good. It's really quick. And then, like I said, Mia's a really good rim protector and athlete, and Brooks is a special talent. So it'll be a very tough game. They all are. But, it seems like Fuller and Bay have been around forever. And Fuller's an in-state guy, too, so it might mean he played pretty well here last year, too.
It felt like the first meeting. It was funny last year. I'd forgotten his score just got inverted in the 2 games.
Is that what it was?
78-70, both games. One way, one went the other way. And in one of them, Gay had his career high.
Yep.
They just kept, they would not. They said, you're going to beat the scout. We're going to let you take this about 12-foot jumper.
Yep.
And he did it. And
kept doing it. They stayed with it. And then now they've changed their zone a little bit where they're matching up with the high post a little bit. So we'll see how they play that against us this time.
Yeah, I was wondering if they would bring. I guess that's you bring Mia up a little bit.
No, actually, they bring their weak side forward. If you overload it, which most people do, they'll bring the forward in there and match up.
So Mia stays back at the rim, and then one of the wings would kind of pop up to the high post.
Yeah, kind of do that, and it's just like Bay might slide in there and just try to discourage a catch there and see. We'll see. I mean, they got some. They'll play a little man. They'll mix it up a little bit.
Is there a point? I was thinking about Boogie Ellis, Drew Peterson. We were talking earlier, and then the 3 top 10 3-point shooters. Is there a point where, like, is there a bad shot that, or a player that that can make quote-unquote bad shots where you go, hey, have at it. You can take quote-unquote bad shots because you can make them.
Isaac Bonton, threw up a few bad ones. We don't really have that tough shot maker. Bamba threw in some tough ones at UCLA. I kind of like to, when you get older, like your top 3 scorers, you kind of you want them, as they start to settle in who they are, you kind of want them to feel like they have the confidence to make some plays, and then you can say, hey, calm down if it's something like that. And, we don't want to take mid-range shots, but I don't really say much if like Powell, when they're running him off the line, if he takes a tough 2, I'm like, that's okay, that's a good shot for him. I want him to feel confident that he can do that. And same with, it's part of Muhammad's growth too, being able to face up and drive and make some plays. He's gotten better, and he's still a lot of room to grow, but he's getting better. I don't want to limit him that way. He's
been really assertive at that elbow. When he catches it, he goes triple threat, and then he can just kind of seem to work from there.
Yeah, no, and that's kind of where, it's funny. It's like, I remember his high school coach, like, it's about time after the Washington game last year. I said, they didn't guard him.
Yeah, right.
And he's good right there. 15 and in at the elbows. He's good. He's getting better.
Thank you, Coach.
All right,
thanks
for this
time. Jared Frank Gruber's our man behind the camera. Jerry Kylo, he gets us on the air. As always, Luke Hallett back in the studios. It's the Cougs against the Huskies coming up on Saturday. So you got the Saturday, and then we'll be back here on Zeppos to talk about it on Tuesday after that. Thanks for everybody who's here and all the questions on Twitter. Great to see everybody. Go Cougs. Talk to you on Saturday.
Thank you.